Okay, so today I got for you guys another one of these truck instrument clusters. Got a little different problem going on than normal. So just the screen is dead. However, it is not dead the way they normally die. So they managed to blow up the transistors that go in this boost converter circuit going on here. So we will replace them. Let's go ahead and check some stuff. Now let's check this. This is a self-repair attempt, and I do want to mention they did an excellent job soldering. Normally these traces are all burnt up and terrible looking. These look pretty good. Definitely missed the common problem areas here, but again, self-repair attempt. It's not another shop trying to do it, so totally understandable. So let's check around. Let's check these caps and stuff and see if any of them are dead. It's kind of a funny thing to see these. I've never seen these blow. I've seen them ripped off the board one time. Guy was trying to just hide the mileage of the vehicle from the buyer, but never seen it go out that way. Alright. This one has definitely got a short to ground across it. We'll take it off and see if it's it or if it's something else going on. I can get this off and see if there's any ripped traces underneath it too, because maybe they pried, I don't know. So I'm going to get this off, look and see what's going on underneath it. And then I'll just go ahead and just replace these three and see what's going on. So while that heats up, let me grab my donor board. Make sure, yep, and here's the donor board that I'll be pulling all the parts off of, and they're all here. It looked like all the transistors blew on this guy, and looks like we got the same cap over here, so we're waiting on that to heat up. Alright, yep, got that off. Definitely no rip traces, doesn't look like they pried at all, so let's start taking these parts off. I'm going to start with this capacitor, see if it's actually dead, and then go ahead and get these guys off too. Use the hot air station, it'll be the quickest way to get them off. Workbench is a whole lot messier than normal. I've been working on a couple amplifiers lately, so I've been messy. Let's get this guy off first and see if it's the short or if the short goes around it. Alright, so that's off. Hopefully I can hear this. Oh shoot. Alright, looks like the short's just around it and it's not actually the capacitor. That's good, don't have to replace the capacitor. Yep, short's still there even with the capacitor off, so let's go ahead and take these guys off. Again, you know, as always, start from a little bit of distance with your hot air station and then come back in. You can clearly see this one's just completely shattered. Ugh. I wonder how they managed to blow these. Probably testing it in the vehicle or something. Looks like we got a lifted trace there. Oh well. That'll happen when things blow up. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and see if we still have the short. We still have a dead short across it. What else is here that could be dead? Decided before I actually started to diagnose, let's just check it on here. And it's the same here. So this is going to just be the same as this is a known good one. I know the screen works on this one, so we just know that's how it is on here. So let's just go ahead and replace these components and see what happens. Gonna grab them off of our donor board here. Even though that capacitor was probably fine, I'm just going to go ahead and use the other one off the known good donor board. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and give this a quick test, and hopefully we don't kill my donor board parts. Oh, and we are back up. That has at least got the screen to come back on. Let's finish repairing the rest of this. Alright, we're back to 2 working screens on here. So, camera's not capturing it great, but they are both working, and plenty. They're back to normal. Not dim or anything, because I was concerned that the screen might come out dim. So, let me take a picture of this and send it to the customer, and I'm going to take all these bulbs off, take the little plastic housings and push them down so that way it doesn't give them nearly as bad a hot spots, and finish this up. Definitely has some corrosion back here, so we'll clean this up for him so it never gives him any problems in the future. He wasn't having any of the common problems that this corrosion can cause, but it's always a good idea to just clean it up while you're back here. Seems to be seeing more and more of it lately on these clusters. Normally I just assume it's due to the humidity down here in South Georgia, but this guy actually mailed this one in all the way from Pennsylvania. So this one is my farthest traveled instrument cluster I've gotten for repair. So it's kind of nice. I enjoy doing the mail-ins because I can do them on my own time, not really waiting. Well, there's nobody actually waiting on me to come pick it back up or anything. So yeah, mail-ins are always enjoyable instrument clusters for repair. I used to be scared to do them when I first started out because with mail-ins, what do I do if I end up with one that I just can't figure out for repair? But I got enough cores now that if for some reason that were to happen, I'd still just have a replacement board I could use. But I've also run into the fact, I've noticed the fact that unless they've killed this main IC on here, there's really everything's fixable. It's not that bad. These things are pretty interesting. So yeah, I really enjoy mail-in repairs. I hope y'all enjoy watching mail-in repairs. I haven't been doing a lot of videos lately because I've been getting so many of just the same board over and over again. So just haven't had a need to. I just haven't anything interesting to record for you guys. But this one I thought would be interesting because you don't see this happen that often. I've never seen these blow before except for one time. I had a really high mileage one come in where somebody had ripped one completely off the board and sold the truck to him, kind of lying to him about the mileage. But this one's pretty low mileage, only 170,000. And the guy put the X27s on himself and put these LEDs on himself. He just wanted his own LEDs on here, so I left them on there. I was gonna lower them down so that way they'd get a little less of a hot spot to them. But there's a resistor inside this body here that, so I took one off and slid it off. And yeah, so. Okay, so I was just gonna leave these guys on here, but let me pull one apart real quick and show y'all something. See, I already pulled one apart. Which one is it? Oh well, let's just get this one apart. So, I can get it all the way apart. Let's see here. Looks like it's just that solder stuck on. Just trim that. Alright. So these guys just have a little resistor soldered on there. And it's really, these are pretty, at least this one's a pretty flimsy wire. They're both pretty flimsy. So then when I put the lid on here, pushed down on this, and I guess the wires on one of them buckled together inside and shorted one of these lights, and so it started to let the magic smoke out. You can see this dark spot right here. So yeah, it pulled 9 amps through the lighting circuit, so that's great. Cheap LEDs. Stay away from them. I mean, these aren't too expensive, these guys, but they work good. I haven't had any problems with them. I've probably put 500 or 600 of them in cars and haven't had a single one come back. I also have, let's see, where was I going with that? Alright, not a single one came back for replacement. However, I have had some that were just dead on arrival, so you do occasionally get some dead ones. I've never messed with them. I've never tried to fix them. They're cheap enough that I just chuck them if they're dead. I've definitely seen one or two that clearly just, like, as I pulled them out, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's not soldered down. Just fix the resistor on them. But, yeah, I like these. They work good. I like when they get the resistor on board, so you don't have that problem. And I can get them nice and low. I can get them lower than just about anything to the board. So, big fan of these. They may not be the best in the world. I've definitely seen bad reviews on them, but I really think those reviews are confusing this, because again, it has 3 little LEDs on there. So let's go ahead and get this together. Okay, so this is a different board. I forgot to record the ending to the last repair. So just if you caught the 2 second, I think, stream that I did on that, I clicked the start stream instead of start record button. So sorry if you saw that. This is just a core that the same guy sent in with it. It's giving me some weird problems. And then started giving it some heat, and the chip started coming off. So I think that's the problem. I'll get that repaired. But yeah, he sent this in as a core, so I gave him $50 off the repair for this guy. He got it at the junkyard for $10. So I think he got a really good deal at the junkyard for that, and I think that's a fair deal myself. But yeah, just go ahead, and if you liked the video and you found it useful, go ahead and give it the thumbs up. If you didn't find it useful, give it the thumbs down, and just go ahead and share and subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video.